If you look at facial aging, the curve is painfully predictable. In your 30s, you start to notice heaviness, no wrinkles, but the fat is shifting. In your 40s and 50s, the face doesn't just wrinkle, it starts to look pulled down. And most people assume that that slide is normal and permanent, but then you always see something, an outlier. That dot right here on this graph, right here, the person who looks more lifted, more awake, more snatched without a facelift. How did they do that? How did they become an outlier? It may well be genetics sometimes. Way more commonly, what I see in my clients, it's a handful of tiny habits done consistently over time. And one of the most misunderstood is something called face sculpting and gua sha. Because there's two types of curves. The wrong one, I'll help you avoid today, scrape and pray curve. That's where you drag, irritate, and get puffy. And then there's the glide and lift curve. That's where you release tension, you move the fluid in the right direction, and you look better fast. Now, let me show you the 5 mistakes that flip you onto the wrong curve. And most importantly, exactly how to fix them. And if you want my step-by-step routine, the complete one, I did make an entire free course for all of you here, for everyone in my community. I'll link it in the more info section and in the top of the comments. It's free, you don't have to buy anything, and a lot of gua sha tools are under 20 bucks. Now, if you've watched more than 3 or 4 of my videos, I want you to consider subscribing. Number 1 mistake is going too hard. Your fix, feather light pressure. If you're red for hours, or some people are even bruised, they're doing it way too long, too hard. You don't need to. You want to let the tool and vibration and red light, if you have it, do the work. You don't need to be rough with this. Mistake number 2, going at the wrong angle. Your fix, keep it almost flat or at about a 10 to 15 degree angle. 10 to 15 is really what you want. If it looks like you're scraping, if you're going down, then you're doing it wrong. You see good gua sha devices, and there's many good ones on the market. They're built so that you can take an angle like this, or an angle like this, or an angle like this, and if it doesn't exactly fit your forehead, say, or your cheek, you angle it. And that's where the 10 to 15 comes in. And if it's bigger, so your face is bigger where it doesn't fit, you just angle a little bit more. But the angle is key. Sometimes you will find it'll be flat, areas like the neck. So yes, most devices are designed to fit all faces. There are ones used for the body, and those are the bigger ones. Number 3 mistake is using it on dry skin, so not enough slip. Your fix, never do gua sha on dry skin. Use an oil or a slick serum so it glides. Even products like these, I'm traveling with these. This is DEJ Daily Boosting Serum. That has enough slip. And Nectifirm, I like Nectifirm. Those have enough slip so that you don't need to bring a special oil with you. I made a special Hydroglow oil, which actually you guys on this channel made. It's a combination of oils that you guys voted on, and I made them, I got them put together in a formulation. And what did you vote for? What did you want in it? Sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, argan, rosehip, squalane, and vitamin E. So that's in Hydroglow. But you can use any one of those if you like a single one. Mistake number 4, the wrong direction and skipping the neck. Your fix here, everything goes up and out. So up and out or sideways and out. Do the top of your face first. You don't do any downward strokes, but when I said do the neck, then you drain downward at the neck. After, at the end. Think of the neck as the exit ramp. No exit ramp equals a traffic jam, aka puff of lymphatics. Number 5 mistake, I see people using a dirty tool, like dirty makeup that people use, or even doing too much gua sha. 3 to 5 days a week is enough. Your fix here, clean the tool every time, just like you would your face once a day. And you can use the same cleanser you use on your face or those wipes that you use. Those wipes are fine. You can use that to clean your tool. In real life, what do most people aim for? 3 to 7 minutes of gua sha 2 to 4 times a week. Consistency beats intensity like most things. In fact, what I find is I get up after I shave, I put on some serums like that. I might only do it for 1.5 minutes. It's amazing what you can get done very, very quickly. Once you start using gua sha, especially with the red light and or vibration, but start, if you don't want to step up to something like this, start with a regular gua sha stone and then move up as you want with something with vibration. And vibration also will help the absorption of the skin product. So there's different modes on this one. There's just vibration and red light together, and then just red light. But I use both, the vibration and the red, and the products on. It will help your absorption of products. And then there's a corrugated end with vibration for your bone, the jawline bone and the zygomatic bone, and of course for brow lifting, which as I'm getting older, I guess I need the brows lifted too. So yes, consistency beats intensity. Comment your tips below. You'll now want to watch this complete playlist on gua sha and one here on red light masks, so you can figure out how red light fits into your complete skincare routine today. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.